Bernays terminology. In order to dissect the newest false narrative of resurgence, we have to start by defining the terms, those powerful words that are pop media's weapons for keeping people locked down. Terms like spike, tests, cases, outbreak. Let's do something pop media never does. Let's define our terms. Spike is a sudden, sharp uptick in positive tests. Tests are diagnostic procedures that identify a specific disease. Cases are individual people who become ill with a disease. An outbreak is when numbers of people in one place suddenly become sick. Now go back up and listen to these 4 definitions again. These are the terms everyday media uses to justify the perpetual lockdown. The corporate narrative has distorted these definitions just enough to achieve maximum compliance. Their greatest fear is that people will take a second look. So let's do that. First, yes, a spike is a sudden, sharp uptick in positive tests. That has certainly happened. In 2 months' time, we've gone from less than 25,000 tests per day to almost 600,000 tests per day. So of course there's going to be an enormous rise in positives in every state. So what? But here's the great lie. What is a case? A case is when someone gets sick from a disease. That's completely different from a positive test. These 2 terms are not synonymous, like media pretends. Whenever you hear a news story that uses the phrase, new spike of cases, change the channel. They're lying. There have been no spikes in cases since the beginning. So, if you don't remember anything else from this video, remember this. 99% of positive tests never get the disease. 99% of positive tests never become cases. That's your note number 6 from the list below. The same is true with all coronavirus flu-type illnesses. The whole family are mild, self-limiting diseases that require no treatment. You're fine in 10 days. Okay, so got that? The enormous increase in positive tests does not pose any threat to the nation's health, because only about 1% of these positives ever become cases. And even those that do, only about 1% of those are serious enough to require treatment. But corporate news deliberately twists these 2 different numbers together and pretends that this huge spike in positives are all deathly ill, a major threat to the nation's health. And then they use the term outbreak with huge headline banners on every channel, just like they did right before 4th of July, right? Okay, so what's an outbreak again? An outbreak is when a number of people in a certain location suddenly come down with the same disease. Cases, not just positive tests, but actual people who get sick. There's no such thing as an outbreak of positive tests. But pop media saw an opportunity for maximum hysteria. They're pretending a sudden increase of positive tests in a location is an outbreak of disease. And this one deliberate error is at the core of the marketing of the entire COVID phenomenon and forcing the return to lockdown. What is CDC's definition of an outbreak? How many people in one place does it take to meet the definition of outbreak? Take a wild guess. Give up? 3. 3. Not kidding. Look it up.